The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Volunteers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think goes a...
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown ball! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The give out of the gun. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that 1st down, don't let the defense sub.
Throws for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I knew that shot down the field was incomplete. but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Back to pass, it's Lacy. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Toss sweep right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, what a cut! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On the move to his left. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down coming up for the O after the incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Reels it in down the left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense in a bunch formation. DB's right up on the receivers. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to throw. It's Lacey. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at 7-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start. There he goes! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then good.
He's got it on the outside. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be an Marsh, they have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Lacy. Quick completion on the out route. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Winton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Looking to throw, it's Lacy. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Glass.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. On a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try the run. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Lacy. Quick completion on the out. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. They're going to ride this running back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Winton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Finds his back in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he can make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They got a lot of trust in this running back on these big downs to go find a way to get it done. On that 4th down, that is a huge play in this game, and he delivers for his team.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This one's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play.
Touchdown, Volunteers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fears the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. The defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort, too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort, guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
Quickly complete. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously
turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll take a shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And we are all tied up here in the fourth.
And they trust their kicker, and he drills it. He drills it, ties this game up early in the fourth quarter. Man, this one looks like it's going to be a great finish. We're all knotted up.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Dropping back, it's Lacey. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense in press coverage. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown Vols! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Firing to the right, complete. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't